that, and then like shuffle. Oh yeah. What do I have left? Enough.
I've requested a set of supplies.
Recent equipment faults have resulted in several cases of
Got a moment, Endmin? I have recently reviewed everyone's suggestion. For me?
Don't ask where he's from. Just take. You've got too many.
Oh, wrong button.
You've got too many talent. Whenever I'm stressed, just go. Oh, you shouldn't have.
Where's Pog? Okay.
The Zhang is much larger than I expected, but thank you for your gift.
Take Pog out. We're gonna throw in.
Don't worry, just take a break. I'll be right
Okay,
there once
so
I
check with
squeeze
him.
into my workout.
Let's see. Then it's a change card right? Yeah. Let's go to Japan. And should be one. Okay.
Hey, yo, you lost the weight again.
Oh, you can also take these.
Ooh, I
Okay, so I just don't need to buy the same stuff. That's nice. Let's buy tea boxes and E1 dumbbells. They should both be rolling. Uh, 52% is pretty decent. And okay, I have to wait 16 hours. That's good. That's fine. Once again, 7. Please. Okay, you take. I need to hear these 7s. I saw many of them. Or I did. I still have more. Oh. Yeah, when I'm thinking about which ones I have or have not done, like when it's like all of them are online, so I can't use the time. It sucks when there's like a name that uses a different script. Because I'm like, oh, I don't know how to think that because I can't read Cyrillic. I am no good at reading Cyrillic. Wait, this one. This one I haven't done this to you. Yeah.
Originium will carve a path for us.
Well,
Look, where are we? Who's due for some back? Nobody wants to spar with me? What a shame. Come on! Prepped and ready. Where are we heading? I offered. My diary is like the rings of an ancient tree. It keeps a record of every lesson I learned while growing up. Looking for me? Originium will carve a path for us.
Endman, finally got an assignment for me?
I think the 3 teams are more or less finished now. And it's just a slow eventual build up to 90 for all of them.
Bring it on! You're fighting me!
Engage.
Fire of the All-King!
Fight C. Attack!
I have become wrath!
No second chance.
Fang of Wu Ling, ready to fight!
Roger.
Fight C. Attack!
I have become wrath!
No second chance.
Standing performance.
Sign, strike, quick! Fang of Wu Ling, ready to fight!
Engage.
I shall be the Avatar of Radiance!
Guess which hand'll crush you?
Shield guards. Formation.
Your end awaits. Still waiting for something?
Yeah, just go for some key cards now. Then I trigger certification. Let's read through.
Originium will car.
Let's go over the battle plan once more, shall we?
Ugh, ow. Ugh. Am I okay to speak louder now? Am I okay to speak louder now? I'm just curious. Okay. Oh, it's a long one. Holy crap. Matt Gorodov. I've seen this name countless times in UWST art films before my actual visit. She's the heart of the United Workers Syndicates of Talos 2, complete with massive command towers that scraped the skies and integrated city plate construction yards. She resembled the nomadic cities that I've seen in my memories, solid and absolutely gargantuan. But when I entered the city, the first thing I saw was not awe-inspiring industrial megastructures. No, it was crewmates carrying building materials and rushing toward their workstations. The crews never seemed exhausted, and they labored to transport the lifeblood of the city to every corner. Every inch of concrete bore the prints of their hands. I did not seek the service of a local guide as I intended to satisfy my curiosities myself. Instead, I chose to shadow a crewmate who just concluded his day of labor and followed him into a massive, minimalist building. After a bit of jostling, I arrived at the second floor of the main hall and sat myself down on a soft chair. And I only realized at that moment that I was in a crew theater. The crewmate who just finished shift had already changed into his costume and became an opera performer. I did not succeed in guessing the plot of the performance. They did not sing praises for the heroes of labor. Instead, it was a comedy that critiques bureaucracy. The crew of workers tacitly, not tactically, tacitly worked there together and misled the corrupt official into discovering pure gold, something that does not exist on Talos 2. In the end, the official ate the bitter fruits of his greed. Of course, the workers remained the heroes of this tale, but these heroes were humorous and shared a boundless passion for a happy life. The show ended, and I left the theater with various thoughts weighing heavily in my mind. It was then when a girl of around 10 years of age and her twin brother realized who I was. An Oath Keeper from the Order of the Steel Oath, they squealed excitedly. The children stood in front of me and saluted me in the way of the Order. Their parents and other workers pulled them away with some difficulty, as they had an endless stream of questions that I find rather difficult to answer. But I could tell from their expressions these adults would have done the same as the children if they had been younger. I had a dream before I left Rhodes Island. I dreamed of a banquet. The children of army group nobility were dressed lavishly and kept under the watch of servants and governesses, like intricate dolls meticulously prepared for show. These groomed children exuded the same innocence and passion given off by the twins, but the gazes of these young nobles also carried something else. Is it family honor, or desire for power wielded by their elders? I could not tell, but I do know that the taints did not come from their own accord. I witnessed the taint transforming into ambition and shone with the cold glint of schemes and conspiracies. In the end, they became something that I could no longer recognize. After I left the theater, I trailed the streets of Matgorodov on my own. It was then when a strange sense of freedom caught up to me. I could still recall elite Imperial strikers following me in those great charges. The girl with Aripathy, underground clinics reduced to ruin, crowds trying to make a living, and children playing with each other. These memories lingered somewhere within me, but they no longer weighed me down. A new milestone has been erected upon the grave of days long gone. I concluded my short tour of the city and quickly returned to north. Therein lies a battlefield where an entire generation fell, a place absent the dust of the old world, nor grand blueprints for the new. A field of carnage where survival was the only objective. That is where we fight. Audio transcript recorded by an anonymous individual currently archived at Rhodes Island. Oh, it's obviously supposed to be Pog. Pogranichnik. Which, of course, makes sense considering his mention of memories and stuff, considering he's a reconvener of Helliger. Granted, much younger. What I like about the reconveners is that they aren't one-to-one copies. And although they share the memories, like they have like the knowledge of the memories of their past forms on Terra, they don't like entirely use those as their memories. And I think that's it's a pretty interesting concept.
I've reviewed the arsenal engineers of Endfield are truly
Let me turn
impressive.
you down because
They managed to complete weapon
loud as fuck.
maintenance for every personnel
Of
despite
all
the
songs
tight
to play there.
schedules. Such
That'd
efficiency
be
is
culture
rare
and be
even
war.
on the northern front.
Okay.
Though I must admit, I didn't expect someone that young to be in charge of your... I've reviewed Instructor Lil Dodge's training program for you. The content is practical and the difficulty curve is well balanced. I don't intend to make any changes to it, though I added парочку простых испытаний based on my experience. But I trust that won't be a problem for you, Administrator.
I do like the mixed languages. That's so cool. I love when he just starts speaking Russian.
Before you were awakened, I hadn't taken part directly in Anfield operations for years. To me, whether I serve at Rhodes Island, Anfield, or the Order of Steel Oath makes no difference. I only want to protect what I believe is worth protecting. And this time, I shall advance and never retreat. Every time I look out over Talos 2, I feel a surge of inspiration. Massive swarms of abominations capable of engulfing the entire planet are forced into cauldrons in the auroral north. Mere soldiers of flesh and blood were the brick and mortar that held the enemy in check. This is one of the Oathkeeper's greatest military feats, an undeniable proof that we are worthy of the immense responsibility of preserving civilization. Helagor is more like a mentor and friend. I've come to understand his regrets and guilt, and I've learned from his thoughts and skills. There is no Helagor, the Ursan general here, only Korshun of Rhodes Island and Endfield. At times I feel grateful I have no past to weight me down. Other times I feel мучительное одиночество. If what I'm protecting turns out to be another empty ideal, then it's no different from the hollow glory of the Ursa's empire. Administrator, I hope that you'll be one to give me an answer. Antman, it is my solemn wish that your vision is fulfilled, that everyone at Rhodes Island can return to a life of peace and common joys, that the Oath Keepers can finally beat their swords to plowshares and enjoy the company of their loved ones, and that life can finally sink its roots deep into this ancient planet. I look forward to celebrating every victory with you and your friends. Even in the face of a devastating defeat, I pray that you will survive by any means necessary. If you do, then everything I've done will be worth it.
It was definitely worth it getting him up to 200. Alright, did I get anyone else to 200? I think that was just it. I've already got Pan up to 33. We're getting close. I think it's just 2 days, maybe, before Tong Tong hits 200. That's pretty crazy. That's fast. Now that I fully understand the trust system, it's much easier to get characters up there more quickly. And also that I'm actually, like, doing the trust, like, gift thing every day. Alrighty. Fog was definitely one of the ones I was waiting on the longest.